Welcome back to our recap channel. Before we dive into the intense next hour of 24, let's quickly recap where we left off. Jack Bauer successfully piloted the plane carrying the nuclear bomb out into the desert, thanks to George Mason's ultimate sacrifice. The bomb detonated, averting catastrophe in Los Angeles, but the danger is far from over. Now the fallout sends shockwaves through CTU and the White House. President Palmer grapples with the terrifying prospect of war based on crucial evidence, while Jack, against the clock, races to uncover a conspiracy tied to that very evidence. Let's jump in. Our episode picks up right after the explosion you just saw. Nuclear bomb explodes in the desert. Jack, miraculously surviving the crash in the desert, signals for help and is quickly rescued by helicopter heading back to CTU. Back at headquarters, a weary team rallies, with Tony Almeida honoring Mason's bravery and sacrifice. Meanwhile, President Palmer aboard Air Force One urgently awaits confirmation on a recording that could be key to the investigation, a recording potentially implicating high-ranking officials from several countries. Tensions are high at CTU. Intelligence liaison Yusuf Auda confronts Tony, feeling sidelined from the investigation. CTU agent Carrie Turner interrogates the captured Syed Ali, presenting evidence linking him to the conspiracy and threatening him with transfer to Guantanamo Bay. The recording is authenticated, seemingly confirming Syed Ali's connection to officials from 3 Arab nations. However, Syed Ali maintains his innocence, claiming he was in Berlin, not Cyprus, during the alleged meeting. Jack briefs President Palmer on Ali's contradictory statement versus the verified recording. With this seemingly solid proof of foreign involvement, Palmer seriously considers a declaration of war and calls an emergency session of Congress. Amidst the chaos, the team confirms the bomb detonated exactly as planned, with 0 expected direct casualties at Ground Zero. Injured but still in custody, Syed Ali is being transported towards Guantanamo Bay. On Air Force One, President Palmer and his advisors grapple with the grim estimates of a potential military campaign, tens of thousands of American casualties in just weeks. Palmer insists on absolute certainty regarding the Cyprus recordings before committing to war. He speaks with the Deputy Prime Minister of a target country, who expresses outrage, but Palmer remains cautious. Back at CTU, Jack expresses doubt about Ali's true involvement, but Agent Forbes reminds him Jack is the best at reading Ali. Jack agrees to question Ali during transport, leaving Tony in charge. But before Jack can reach him, tragic news arrives. Syed Ali has been shot and killed by a sniper. At the crime scene, Jack quickly learns Yusuf Auda was responsible for handling the evidence from Ali's apartment. He tasks Michelle with digging into Yusuf's file. Jack informs President Palmer that Ali claimed the recordings were fabricated and he was in Berlin. Palmer acknowledges the recordings are authenticated, but recognizing the monumental stakes and trusting Jack's instinct, gives him a mere 3 hours to prove they are false and avert the massive military strike. Separately, we see Kate Warner approaching a store. Back at CTU, Jack questions Yusuf about the evidence recovered from Ali's apartment, suspecting it was compromised. But Yusuf refuses to cooperate without knowing what Jack already suspects. Suddenly, Jack receives a cryptic phone call, a demand for Kate Warner's presence. Meanwhile, aboard Air Force One, a troubled President Palmer confides in Mike, expressing deep concern about the long-term consequences of their potential war decisions, despite Mike's confidence in the evidence. In a surprising turn, Kate Warner finds herself caught in a robbery at a convenience store. Showing unexpected bravery, she intervenes and disarms the robbers, though she's visibly shaken. Back at CTU, Jack tries to get Kate to leave with him. Michelle, monitoring Yusuf via phone tap, relays crucial information to Jack, stressing the need for trust. As Jack and Kate attempt to escape the CTU facility, they are confronted by Tony Almeida, gun drawn. Tony demands answers, but Jack subdues him, clearing the way for their urgent departure. And the episode leaves us on a razor's edge. With Syed Ali assassinated, Jack has a rapidly shrinking window, just 3 hours, to find concrete proof that the authenticated recordings are fake and prevent a war that could cost tens of thousands of lives. His only leads seem tied to Yusuf Auda's handling of evidence and that mysterious demand for Kate Warner, leading him to forcibly extract her from CTU, even taking down his colleague and friend Tony Almeida. What is the real truth behind the Cyprus recordings? Who is behind Syed Ali's assassination and the demand for Kate? And can Jack possibly find the answers and avert disaster in time? Find out in the next intense episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what you thought of this hour in the comments below.